Good morning, one and all. I mean, good evening, one and all. There is a difference, and someday I will know what it is. If you are hoping that the image you saw in the thumbnail of this video was me down in a big old beer, you're sadly wrong. This is my new teacup. I had a really nice beer stein. It was smaller than this one, but it was glass, and I could see through it. And I knew exactly when it was dirty and it needed to be washed. And I knew exactly when I was getting low on tea, because I could see through it as opposed to looking into it, because that's too much effort. And I have a little cup warmer over here where I can keep my tea nice and warm, but I have to have a nice ceramic glass or a glass pint. Well, I made the mistake of having my last one on my tea warmer and then going in and pouring a bunch of cold water in it. Well, you know, glass expanding and then contracting. Yeah, it's split in half. So I got a new one, but I didn't take a look at the page before I bought it, which is something you should do before you spend money. And I didn't realize that, I mean, that's a lot of tea. It looked like the last one I had. From the picture, I thought, oh, they're similar. I'm sure it'll be exactly the same. But no. It arrived, and now I'm a big tea drinker. This is my new teacup, so cheers. Naturally decaffeinated. All right. That's not what we're doing on the program tonight. So, I guess, what is it they call the YouTubers who... Clickbait. So there you go. That was my clickbait. I had a big mug of tea. No, it's clickbait. Drinking scotch. Cheers. I finally got a new bottle of scotch. Wow. Today has been a wild day. Okay, I need to trim my mustache. It's getting in the scotch. So if you watched my video this morning... And yes, I did make a video this morning. I did a video on the Creation Club updates, but you would have been confused because there were updates today to the Creation Club that I didn't cover. But what I'm trying to say is that yesterday there were updates to the Creation Club. And yesterday I made my video about the Creation Club updates from yesterday, which I published today. But then also today, the Creation Club had new updates, which I didn't cover because the video I made on the Creation Club updates was made yesterday, though I published it today. So there are new updates to the Creation Club that I didn't cover in my video I published today on the Creation Club, which has gone on to be confusing. I don't know why to some of the people who have watched my video on yesterday's Creation Club updates that I published today about the Creation Club. Which means I've been working on new videos about the Creation Club all day today. I've got a new video about the new heavy incinerator on the Creation Club that I'm going to publish tomorrow. And then the day after tomorrow, I'm going to be publishing a video on the new Shroud Manor, which is really cool. Really cool and really, really interesting. We're going to have a lot to talk about with the Shroud Manor. I'm going to be having fun. I hope you're going to have fun. Anyway, that I will publish the next day, which I believe is Saturday. I'm a little tired. It's been crazy. But yeah, so I finished my incinerator video. I'm going to upload it tonight so that you have it tomorrow. But I got to work on my Shroud video. And all of this, I was in the middle of working on my Fallout 2 video, which I had planned to publish on Saturday when all of this Creation Club stuff came out. So, yeah, I haven't done that yet. I'm hoping to do the Fallout 2 video in time for Sunday. That's the goal. So that's the plan. That's the plan for now. Heavy incinerator tomorrow. Shroud Manor Saturday. Fallout 2 Sunday. Let's cigar. Whatever. Okay. Sorry. Haven't been paying attention to chat. Let me scroll up here to see exactly what I've missed. Shrooms666 says re. Rusky9110 says tea glass. Also, not reading descriptions is how I keep ending up with organic cleaning supplies instead of ones that actually work. You don't need ones that actually work. You just need a little bit of vinegar and a little bit of baking soda and a little bit of elbow grease. It's laziness. That's what that is. The organic stuff are just fine. Sorry, I feel your pain. The Dark Seraph says at one point in his career, Houdini used trapdoors in almost every one of his acts. It was the stage he was going through. I'm trying not to smile. I mean, it's difficult because Well done. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. The Dark Seraph. You always make things much livelier. Artarian says, Oxhorn, will you do videos on the Outer Worlds when it comes out? Absolutely. I don't know if I'll do lore videos, but I'll definitely do live streams. Lee McKinney says, are you live streaming tomorrow? I am. So I still haven't decided what game. Pardon me. I still haven't decided what game I want to replace Metro Exodus with. So we'll be doing Fallout 76 tomorrow because there are at least 2 locations on Fallout 76 that I know I haven't been to and that I have been meaning to go to. Well, there's one that I haven't been to and one that has updates. So the TNT Domes apparently has an update, and I want to check that out. So we're going to go there. And then there's the Thunder Mountain Ordnance Works, I believe is what it's called, which has a bunch of really interesting Brotherhood of Steel lore that I haven't been to yet. I haven't recorded it. I need to record it for a video, so I think we'll go there. That's the plan. Tomorrow, Fallout 76, 10 o'clock in the morning, right here on the channel for, I don't know, at least a few hours, maybe 4. Rusky says, nope, I need a barrel of that green glowing stuff you see in the movies. That'll clean anything. What, nuclear waste? Toxic waste? I don't know. People say that it has a residual after effect. Ask a ghoul. I'm sure they could give you some advice. Christopher Alguire says, thank you for objectively giving your opinions. That's very kind. When I do give my opinions, which isn't very often, I try to be as objective as I can. I also try to focus just on the story here on this channel. This isn't really a news channel or too much of a heavy opinion channel, but when a question arises, like whether it's moral or not to eat baked beans on a Sunday, then I of course have to sit down and offer up my best go at it. Steve Stavely says, man, 4 weeks of no Scotch and smoke rings. It's been rough. Well, I'm glad to have you back. Don't know where you've been, but glad you're back. Mark McPherson says, yet again, I'm choosing to tip you over buying dinner. Cheers. Well, at this point, I don't care. At this point, I don't care. Fine. I will take your money, and you will go without dinner. And you know what? It's good for you. This is called intermittent fasting, and it's all the rage on Reddit. People are going for hours without eating. It's not a fast, it's an intermittent fast where you still eat. You just don't eat at the same time you usually do. So I'm sure that you'll have a meal much later tonight, or that you had one earlier today, in place of the one that you would have had now, but instead you decided to tip me. So more power to you. Health is important. And I'm glad that my show can help lead you on the right path to health. I better stop. Jason Fisher says, Ox, it doesn't matter what you choose to play, as long as it's something that you're interested in and is able to grab attention. I mean, those are both the 2 most important things of this choice. I mean, you'd think that would be easy, but it's not always easy. It's not. Like Skyrim, I think that would probably, people would like that, but I'm not interested in it. You know, it's tricky. But thankfully, Fallout 76 is right up my alley. I like it. People like it. Some people like it. And we'll be playing it. Ash Malachi says maybe he's on a diet and not eating dinners. Maybe. Maybe that's exactly what it is. So I don't feel bad. I'll take the tip. Thank you. Rob says, hello, Ox. When could you put out a list of good mods for Far Harbor? Wow, that's very specific. Far Harbor only mods? Well, golly, I can't think of any. Okay, I can think of one. There's a mod on the Nexus that fixes the reload glitch for the lever action rifle. I think it's called Lever Action Rifle Reload Glitch Fix. Could be wrong. But mod authors tend to be very literal with the descriptions and names of their mods, which is good for Google searchability, so I understand why they do it. Better than calling it like Devon. This is my mod Devon. It's not descriptive. Doesn't tell you what it is. So, good on them. But that particular mod works great. I use it. And my reload for my lever action rifle has been fine ever since. The Dark Seraph says Friday stream could be an indie game. Yeah, so I'm still trying to decide what I want to replace Metro Exodus with. To be honest, I was a little sad that Metro Exodus was as short as it was. I don't think it was too short. It was a fully fledged game. But, Fallout 76 lasted us for months on this channel. And when I streamed it, 5 days a week at one point. And then I went down to 3, and then I went down to 2. So I want a game. I want a game that I can stream for a few months. So that I don't have to come up to this roadblock again for quite some time. Sir Reginald Bobslayer says, how do you feel about Nuka-Shine having Nuka-Cola Quantum in it? Well, so there is the problem of finding Nuka-Cola Quantum throughout the world anyway, right? Like in Fallout 3, we find it throughout the world, but it's incredibly rare. And the majority of the bottles that we find have lore reasons for finding them there. Like in the back of a Nuka-Cola delivery truck that had crashed. Justice Cutright says, I would be playing Fallout right now, but Magic the Gathering got in the way. Well, whatever you find entertains you the best, go for it. If it's illegal. I'm not saying, go cut a person. So I sometimes have to clarify, because people will take my words out of context. I'm not saying to cut people. And yet, in both Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, we'll find big bottles of Nuka-Cola Quantum in locked containers. Okay, that's not true. I don't know that for sure, so I'm not going to say that. But we'll find it, in... We'll find it behind locked doors. Okay, how about that? Locked doors. Ajax says, good afternoon, Ox. I just got back from auditions for my school fall play, and I'm hoping I got the part. I'll find out tomorrow, but I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you're here, too. Good luck. I hope you get it. Gambit says, you the man, Ox. L.A. Noire is awesome. Would you ever play Red Dead Redemption 2? Story is pretty good. I would indeed play Red Dead Redemption 2 if it was a PC game. Pardon me, but it's not. It's a console game. And here's the thing. Sorry, I'm interrupted. So I went over to my brother's house last week on Sunday. And many of you remember my brother. He came onto this program on numerous occasions. Ryan Allred says, play the Half-Life series. I already have. It's been a great series. I should probably play it on this channel. It's a great series. Taz says, Ox, I'm needing a new radiator for my PC. What did you use on yours? I think I'm using Thermaltake. Yeah, I'm using a Thermaltake radiator, and it's working just fine. Anyway, I went to his house, and he hasn't played... He told me he hasn't been invested in a video game like this since Skyrim, back when it was first released. That's how good Red Dead Redemption 2 is. And we sat down while the kids played, and the wives talked, and he showed me Red Dead Redemption 2. And I want to do that game. No, I don't want to do that game. I want to do... come on. I want to do content for that game. You guys are... Actually, it's probably me. You didn't say anything. It's me. I'm the one that's... I need... Okay. Razor Raging says, hey, Oxhorn, just saying that I love the Fallout streams. Thank you very much, Razor Raging. I'm glad you do. I appreciate it. I'm glad that you're here. And thank you very much for the tip. Anyway, I want to do content for that game. It just looks amazing. And the Wild West, I mean, if you think about it, what's closest to a post-apocalyptic scene? Well, none other than the Wild West, right? Before Law and Order came to town. The Wild West, pretty good. Sir Reginald Bobslayer says, why didn't the shrimp give up on the treasure? It was a little shellfish. Dude in the Mask Chad says, thank you, says Oxhorn as a super mutant. I wear hat, I drink and smoke, and then I bash bodies with my cane. Oh, I need a cane now, man. Thank you. Oh, I make holotape of stories. I find my voice soothing. Yeah. Okay, I could imagine myself as a super mutant. Dipped in FEV. Napoleon War says, Ox, are you okay? Yes, I am okay. I'm a little tired. Today has been a wild day. I produced 2 videos today. That's why. It's like but I am okay. And I'm so happy to be here at the end of my day. After this, I'm going to go to bed and I'm going to sleep all night. It's going to be great. But I'm also looking forward to killing Nazis. So it's also going to be great. Mythic says, hey, Oxhorn. Not sure if you remember me as I'm new here, but awful puns and dad jokes aren't my kind of thing. Here's a donation anyway. Cheers. Thank you, Mythic. This is very matter of fact and honest of you. Well, we'll have to keep that in mind. All right, ladies and gents, we have to tone down on the awful puns and dad jokes, just in case. But thank you very much. Alex says, Alex, I have a dad joke for you. What did the pastor say to the vegetable church? Let us pray. Oh, that one just makes me mad. Thanks. But yeah, Nuka-Cola Quantum. So the thing with Nuka-Cola Quantum is it was released that day, so the only people who would have it would be storefronts who were getting ready to sell it, or maybe employees of those storefronts who got their hands on a bottle and took it home to show off to friends and family. In which case, it would have to be incredibly rare in the world, and yeah, it would have to be incredibly rare in the world. But in both Fallout 4 and Fallout 76, it's not quite as rare as it was in Fallout 3. And to have a frat house with Nuka-Cola Quantum as the beverage listed on the ingredients seems unlikely. Now, it's always possible that he was a Hornwright, so he came from a rich family. It's possible he had connections, which is why he got the ingredient. But he's also trying to produce a beverage for mass consumption. I mean, this wasn't just his personal drink. He was making himself a hot toddy or something. No, he was producing a product, and that product depended upon Nuka-Cola Quantum to work. And apparently, he had produced enough of it to feed it to initiates, and I don't know. It just seems unlikely that at that time in the Fallout universe, Nuka-Cola Quantum would be around in quantities enough to justify the existence of that particular alcoholic beverage. That's just my opinion. Ryder Wheeler says, love all the lore stuff with all Fallout games so far. Can you give us your best ghoulified voice? Ooh, I don't do voices very well. What I'll do is I'll gruff up my voice, but then it just sounds like my gruff voice, which is, okay. Welcome to the slog. I hope you like tarberries, because we've got tarberries. Across the way is the Saugus Ironworks. They don't like tarberries. Trust us, we tried giving them tarberries and they burnt us. So no more tarberries for them. How's that? Rusky says, just thought of this because of the topic. Isn't it odd that a product rollout is going on during mass protests, lockdowns, curfews, and martial law? Yeah, but you got to make money, right? You're a company. You're there to make money. Nuka-Cola is one of the largest pre-war companies. I think, maybe Vault-Tec is bigger or something like that. Cole says, oof, right. Pyrodox. I don't know. Is that my pirate voice? That was my best ghoul voice. Love Ablestum says, Ox, there's new Creation Club stuff. Yeah, I talked about that at the beginning of the program. I'm going to be covering all of the Creation Club stuff, the new stuff that appeared today in tomorrow's video and the video after tomorrow. You got to put in high-pitched, strained portions in your voice to be a ghoul? Do I? My name is Arlen Glass. I love toys for kids. Have you seen the Giddy-Up Buttercup? I don't know if that works as well. Ash Malachi says, Oxhorn, how many apples grow on a tree? All of them. That's fair. Ajax says, Ox, got a dad joke for you. What's a Nazi's favorite board game? Yahtzee. What? That just makes me mad. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, yes, it rhymes, but Yahtzee? Why did you have to tell me that? And now I'm laughing at it, which is making me ashamed of myself. It's not even funny. Golly. Thank you. Thank you for that. Yahtzee? Man. Ugh. It just hurts me. It just hurts. Oh, God. Oh, God, out loud. You're making... Man, you're not supposed to inhale cigar smoke. Goes in your mouth and you taste the flavor, then you expel it. You don't inhale, so... All right. Steve, if I can talk. Steve Stavley says, you sound like a southerner selling Giddy-Up Buttercups out of a van with your second ghoul voice. Sold. Oh, that's creepy. Selling Giddy-Up Buttercups out of a van? Hello, Chip. Oh, no. It's like Family Guy. Oh. I prefer the Arlen Glass from the game. I prefer the Arlen Glass from the game. Just Evan the Gangsta says, do you think that you'll do lore videos on tactics? Maybe, and eventually. Ajax, you're evil. He's laughing at that. Maybe and eventually, but I've got Fallout 2 and Fallout 3 to get through first. Crimson Fudge with a tip. Thank you very much, Crimson Fudge. Mythic says, my bad, I worded that pretty poorly. I just meant that I'm terrible at coming up with puns and dad jokes. Chat can keep them coming, haha. No, Mythic, I totally understood what you meant. I was just having fun. I was having a go at you. Sorry. No, I got what you said. Welcome, new member Sonic. Good to have you on the program. Casey says, how many humans can you... Oh, I don't think I can say that one. That's not a nice joke. Thank you for contributing. But I don't like that one. I'm sad now. Icy Blake says, OMG, I love your vids. Hi, Icy Blake. Good to have you here. Robbie says, Robbie Shock says, a Nazi's favorite TV show is Deep Space Nine. Come on. I mean, why the Nazi? Okay, we are playing Wolfenstein, so See, this is what happens. I speak it, and then I start to think about it, and then it's just ridiculous. Ash Malachi says, Ox, would you like to hear a dad joke about construction? Sorry, I'm still working on it. Oh, okay. Thank you. I would love to hear another joke about construction. Work on it as long as you'd like. Dylan Meyer says, what's the funniest moment you've had in your Fallout adventures? Oh, man, I hate this question. I've been asked it before, and I can't think. Well, I think it was recently. I think it was yesterday. The funniest moment I've had playing Fallout was when I appeared in the world and then fell through it in Fallout 76 for like 5 minutes. You should watch my video on patch 7 where we got the Nuka cider or the Nuka brew or whatever it was called. Yeah, there was a pretty interesting glitch at the beginning. Luke says, any thoughts on Rage 2? Yeah, I'm going to be playing Rage 2 when it comes out. We played Rage 1 on this program. I enjoyed Rage 1. It was all right. I'm looking forward to Rage 2. It looks much better. Roman says, hello, Walk. Speak about 3 things you liked the most and hated the most about Metro Exodus. I will, but Ajax he's just, okay, Ajax. He says, Ox, I've got another one. What's a Nazi's favorite game? Minecraft. Come on. Come on, man. It's not even funny. Minecraft? Yes. Okay. Thank you. He says, I'll see myself out. Robbie's Shock says, in Sniper Elite, you can shoot Nazis. All right. That's a good option. Ash Malachi says that was a joke. That was the joke. I know. I get it. All right. So anyway, what were you saying? You said something about Metro Exodus. Okay. I really enjoyed the open world segments when we got to them. That's what I like. Dislike. I disliked how the cinematic and linear portions of the game sometimes lock you into something for a really long time. Maybe it was necessary to be able to create the plot they wanted. Okay. But still, I wish we had a little bit more freedom at the very beginning of the game before we got really kind of locked into the story and it was, sitting down and we were on rails. Okay. But once we get to the open world areas, it was great. We can do anything we want. That said, there are some portions in the open world areas where you find a section, you stumble into it, and suddenly it locks you out of going back. Like in the forest area, when we climbed on top of the church, we couldn't go back. And I was planning on going back after that section to find those 2 locations that I didn't get a chance to explore, but I couldn't because I was locked in now. So, and I can't think of any more. So that's what I would say. I'll move on to other topics now. So I gave you 2. 1 from each. Victoria says, hi, Oxhorn. Thanks for the amazing content. You're welcome. Thank you for the tip. Charles Borden says, Ox, do you wear a derby or a bowler? I've seen several people argue about it, and some uninformed calling it a fedora. It's a derby or a bowler. It's the same thing. A derby is a bowler. I could be wrong, but I believe... I think it has to do with England and American parlance or idioms from the time. The UK preferred one and America preferred the other. I don't recall which one it was. I think America preferred derby, and I think the UK preferred bowler. I'd have to look it up. Bill Bollinger says, hey, Oxhorn, on the Nuka Q, wasn't there something in Fallout 4 about certain areas having been the main test populations? Might explain why someone might have a supply line, especially with a family influence. I know that's true in Fallout 3. The Capital Wasteland was a test area. I don't recall that from Fallout 4. I could be completely forgetting it. I just don't recall it. And now it makes sense why it was at Nuka World, because obviously they're opening their new attraction that day. They're gonna have plenty of Nuka-Cola on hand. But outside of Nuka World, I'm not sure, why it would be as plentiful as it is. Just game it out. Cast Gaming says, I was just watching Fallout New Vegas Dead Money ending video when I saw that you were live. Well, I hope that you enjoy the ending video to the Dead Money series for Fallout New Vegas. It was a great little series. I had so much fun putting it together. Jessica Sharp says, if they remade Fallout 1 and Fallout 2 in the same style as the new Fallout games, would you still play them? Oh, of course I'd play them. Now, I don't know if that's necessary because we've got those games still. But yeah, maybe remaking them in the style of Fallout 4 would make them more accessible and people would be able to enjoy them more, sure. Yeah, I'd play them. Lucas Westmoreland says, hey, Oxhorn, new fan, what do you think Maxon would do if he found out... Spoiler. Since you single-handedly destroyed the Institute, would you turn a blind eye or publicly execute him? Man, that's a tough one. I mean, just think about what he did to... Spoiler. And, I would love to see his reaction to that. Because he's also a kid. Victoria says, my daughter Elizabeth wants to say hi too. Hello, Elizabeth. Good to have you and Victoria on the program today. I'm happy to see you. Roman says, if you get to play Firewatch, make the intro a separate short stream. There's one shot of drawn nudity, so you won't lose the entire stream's monetization. Firewatch? What is Firewatch? A single-person, first-person mystery set in Wyoming. Oh, looks interesting. The art style, though. I don't know if I like the art style. Looks interesting. I'll have to check it out. I don't know. I've been thinking hard about the game that I want to replace L.A. Noire with when I finish, and I've got a few up my sleeve. As for the live streaming game, I don't know. What do you guys think of Prey? Everyone has a lot to say about Dishonored. What do you think of Prey? John Moore says, Ox, your April Fool's Fallout 5 reveal. Is it really going to be a side scroll? No. That's why it was an April Fool's. Lucas, that's a really great question about Maxon and young Sean. I wish that we could see Maxon make that realization just so that we could get his reaction. Because it's one thing to murder a grown man, and it's quite another to do that to a child. Of course, then that puts the sole survivor in the position of having to defend his child. Prey sounds good. I loved Prey. Play the Forest. I've played the Forest. Good. Resident Evil, Outer Worlds, Pixoma. Prey is really good. Prey is awesome. Thief. I haven't played Thief before. Okay, so positive thoughts on Prey. Ajax says, Ox, my donation. What? Did I miss a donation? I'm scrolling up. Okay, you're right. I did miss it. Sorry. He says, Ox, I'm sorry for my sins I've committed in this holy chat room. I wrote my confession down on the back of this 5 and showing my money. I'm sorry. It's all right, Ajax. It's it's all right. I love your contributions to the chat. I really do. Tessa Ladd says, so as someone who has a professional military... Sorry, So as someone who has had a profession millinery... Derby or bowler are in fact the same hat, also high. Yes, derby and bowler are indeed the same hat. Tessa, I have no idea what a millinery is. Millinery. So as someone who has had a profession millinery, man, I'm gonna have to look that one up. Is it like a haberdasher? Roman says, fun fact, Herschel Biggs and Joshua Graham are voiced by the same person. Yes, I did thank all of these comments in advance. And you're right. I didn't know that until I started working on my L.A. Noire series, and then I looked up the actors who had done the voices and discovered that. He does the voice of Joshua Graham. He does such a great job as the voice of Joshua Graham. And once we know that, we can finally start to hear that while watching L.A. Noire. And it comes out. In L.A. Noire, he sounds a lot older, which is weird because those games came out at around the same time. L.A. Noire came out at around the same time as Fallout New Vegas. So he was working on both of those games pretty closely. Or at around the same time. Which means that that's right out of his voice. So great job. Rusky says, Ox, you're a bad influence. I never smoke. But whenever I watch the stream, I'm reminded that I have cigars in the drawer, and I step out for one. Oh man, you're going to make me start feeling bad. I'm not meant to be a role model, ladies and gentlemen. I am not here to influence you, no. So if I'm contributing to a bad habit on your part, I'm going to have to request that you stop watching. So just bear that in mind. You're going to have to handle your own cigar habit. If it gets out of hand, I am not to blame. Unless you want me to be to blame, and then fine. You can blame me. Charles Borden says, I've heard your opinions on Scotch and rum. Any bourbons you are fond of? I drink bourbon every now and then. It's not my go-to beverage, so I'm not terribly familiar with many of the brands of bourbon. So, yeah, I don't do bourbon very often. Dishonored. Sunigari says, which Prey, the 2008 or the 2017 version? Probably the 2017 version, as I'd be more likely to get it working on my computer. Mafia. Soma. Halo's coming back to PC. Yes, that's true. I saw the announcement. It's been all over the internet. Mark says, Ox, can I recommend the new Tomb Raider games? I actually think you'd love them. And the first one can be forgotten for fairly cheap. The first one can be gotten for fairly cheap. Great for a live stream. I remember the first Tomb Raider when I was a kid, playing it on the PlayStation. I don't know, but for some reason I never really got into that series. It never really captivated me. So, not sure if it's exactly my kind of game. Allison says, Cyberpunk 2077 needs to come out already. Arg, it looks so good, I know. I'm terrified. I don't know if I'm going to be able to play it. Prey and Dishonored are both great options. Okay, maybe I'll take a look at both of those. Welcome new member, Victoria Calendar. Good to have you on the program. And to your daughter as well. Mythic says, I actually did just remember a pun I heard recently, so here it goes. What's the difference of deer nuts and beer nuts? What's the difference between deer nuts and beer nuts? Okay. Beer nuts are $1.75, but deer nuts are under $1. Thank you. That's a nice one. Nocturne Chanson says, the new 76 content is nice, but they made my campsite a no-build zone. Now I'm homeless. Yeah, that's one of the big updates. If you read the patch notes, one of the things they said is that they're kind of marking off their territory for upcoming DLC. They didn't make those territories new build or no build zones when the game first launched, but now that they're getting close to releasing the upcoming DLCs, they need to make them no build zones to remove as many camps as possible, so that camps don't spawn within like, you know, a big building or something when the DLCs drop. So if if you had to move your camp, you must have inadvertently placed your camp at the location of an upcoming DLC. But they did give a free camp move refund, I guess, to whomever was affected by that. Tessa Ladd says, milliners make hats, originally just for women, though we've evolved. A haberdasher would do menswear, including clothing. It's a broader term. Oh, I didn't know that. Wow. So haberdasher is menswear, including hats and clothing. It's a broader term. But milliner is a hat maker, but for women. But was women. And now it's a much broader term. Very cool. Thank you for that. Roman says, how do you make holy water? You boil the hell out of it. Good one, good one. Nick says, love the stream. Have you considered the Fable series? You can actively choose between good and evil with in-game visual changes. I played the first Fable. Well, I watched my brother play the first Fable when I was a child. I think my problem with Fable is the art style. I don't think I'm very fond of the art style, if the later Fables are anything like the original. Dying Light 2. I'll have to look it up. Phoenix IQ says, Oxhorn, why is there no Fallout 4 content lately? Well, because I've pretty much done everything. There are a few companions that I need to do videos for, and I want to do a big lore series on Far Harbor. But aside from that, I've done a video on every location, every quest, almost every character, every major theme. I mean, I've done a lot on Fallout 4. Hundreds and hundreds of videos on Fallout 4. The Great Gamer says, dad joke incoming. What do you call a chicken coupe with 4 doors? A chicken sedan? Really? Nicely done. Wade says, what's red and orange and yellow and looks good on a hippie? Fire. Okay, so he likes setting fire to hippies. This is my audience, ladies and gentlemen. So glad you're here. How do you get me to hang around, tie a noose around my neck? Oh, okay. Well, you can leave if you want. Or stay, just not with a noose. Far Cry New Dawn. It's post-apocalyptic. Far Cry sounds interesting. I have to admit, Far Cry sounds really interesting. I'll have to take a look at it. Dying Light 2 is Chris Avellone. Is it? Sweet. Mark Eric Lane says, oh, Crisis, you could really be pushing your rig. Man, that's like a joke from 2008. Quantum says, Oxhorn, you might like Bioshock. You might not like the art style, though. I streamed Bioshock 1 here on the program, the entire game. If the art style is like the art style of Bioshock 1, then no, it's alright. I don't mind it. Dead Space, says Ben Harry. I bought Dead Space. I tried installing Dead Space, and I couldn't get it to work on my machine. Somebody very kindly sent me a guide on how to create a virtual machine on my computer where I could install like Windows XP and try again. I don't know if I want to get into all of that to try and play Dead Space 1. But of all of the games I wanted to play, Dead Space sounded the most interesting to me. So I'm sad that I couldn't play it. The Last of Us. Yeah, well, I hear that there's a lot of feels in The Last of Us, so to speak. I don't know. I didn't really want to play a game that was that heavy. I don't mind heavy games. I haven't played The Last of Us, so I'm not sure how heavy it is. But if it's a game that's too heavy, where every broadcast I'm gonna have, there'll be a tearful moment where I'm gonna I lost a family member. So I don't know. I'll have to check it out. Subnautica says Krabby Patty. I have been enjoying Subnautica. I play with my kids. They'll come. Our ritual when it's not show night is after dinner. The kids will come into my office, sit down at the computers, and I'll watch them and help them play Subnautica. My daughter loves the scary monsters. She can't get enough of them. When a big scary monster flips out its claws and grabs your submarine and roars right in the glass, she shrieks and then starts laughing and chases it because she wants more. And my son is having a lot of fun with the building. He loves building his underwater base. So that's a good game. I don't know if it's good for my channel, but it's a great game. Rusky says the Mass Effect series might hold you over until Outer Worlds or 2077. Maybe. But as I said last week, I tried Andromeda on this channel, and I didn't like it. Now, I realize that Andromeda is not a good representation of the previous Mass Effect games, which, have been universally praised. But I don't know, there was just something about the style and feel of the world, and it just didn't mesh well with me. It didn't feel... So, the thing is, I like fake worlds where they feel like they're in their own world. And when characters who are supposed to be in a completely different universe use a lot of language and idioms that we would really readily understand, and when they don't even take their own story too seriously, it kind of knocks me out of it, I kind of got that vibe with Mass Effect. I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong. But that's the vibe I got. Jonathan says, here's the dad joke. I thought about moving to Switzerland once. The flag is a big plus. That is a good dad joke. The Vamp Mansion says, I'm new to your stream, relatively at least. Was wondering if Wolfenstein and or Metro to be a possible future story series like L.A. Noire. Probably not. I'm really happy with the content I've produced on both Metro and Wolfenstein. I don't really have any questions leaving those games. The games I like to make content about are games that I finish, and when I finish them, I can't stop thinking about them. Because either I didn't fully understand it, or I didn't get something, or I needed something further explained. And that's the way it is with L.A. Noire, because of all of the different ways those cases can end up. And that's the way it's been with Fallout, all of the things you can miss if you don't explore the world thoroughly. But I don't feel that way with Metro. I think I pretty much got the story. I really enjoyed it, but I don't know if it's really worth a lore series. And the same for Wolfenstein. Luke Domini says Doom, Bethesda made, and a damn good game. Maybe, I don't know. I like killing Nazis, so I'll probably enjoy killing demons too. The two are close enough. Maybe it's worth doing. I mean, it's really bloody though. It's like a really bloody game. I don't mind a little gore. I'm not squeamish, but I mean, I hear Doom is really bloody. Like, ugh. Maybe I'll play it sometime. maybe what I'll do is I'll play test a few games on an impromptu broadcast on Twitch just to see what the fan reaction is. Maybe that's how I'll figure that out. Absolute Horse says, I was genuinely shocked when you searched Curtis Benson's apartment in the last L.A. Noire episode. If I may suggest a game, perhaps the Telltale Back to the Future game. Here's the tip, love the vids. Thank you, Absolute Horse. Yeah, wasn't that a horrifying scene? I was shocked when I first saw it too. I mean, it comes out of absolutely nowhere. I'm searching for clues about Elysian Fields, and then you go into his bedroom and find that? I was like stunned silence for a while before I actually walked up and talked to him. And you can't do anything about it. That's the frustrating thing. You can't slap him or anything. You just talk to him harshly and then leave. I'm like, ugh, come on, really? That's it? Don't do it again. Any interest in Cyberpunk 2077, says Charlie? Lots of interest. I have a ton of interest. Christopher says Far Cry 5, Far Cry 5. I hear lots of wonderful things about Far Cry 5 as well. But I'd probably have to start with the first one so I understood the story, wouldn't I? Or is it the sort of thing where I could go back and try? I don't know. Let me know. But the problem with Cyberpunk 2077 is, it's rife with nudity. CD Projekt wrecked. So they're not afraid of having a ton of nudity. And especially with the way that particular story is set up, you've got all of these synths, for lack of a better word, manufactured human beings that are being murdered, and they're put up in chop shops, and their body parts all over the place, and they're treated like machines too. So ideas of decency don't really come into play. So you've got all of these naked synths running around in the game, and that's the game. And you go on missions where you have to carry naked bodies or whatever, and I can't stream that for obvious reasons, right? So if they ever came out with a streamer-friendly version of the game that, replace the texture or something, then I would be able to do it. But if they don't, I can't. And I don't know if I would be able to turn it into a lore series, because that would be a ton of editing. Like, I might be able to play it on my own and record all the footage, but then getting it back into Premiere, I'd have to, black out every boobie. That's a lot of boobies. I don't know. I'd get really tired. The editing I had to do in L.A. Noire alone was just enough. Jonathan says The Last of Us 2 isn't far off, right? I don't know. I haven't played it. I don't know how tear jerky The Last of Us 2 is. Ben Bex says Far Cry is a series that can sometimes have a bit of a weak story. Is that true? Robbie Shock says, I think the only Far Cry to be linked is Far Cry 5 and Far Cry New Dawn. You don't need to play any previous games. Far Cry isn't a sequel. Oh, okay. Interesting. So if I did, I'd play 5 before New Dawn. Rebecca Schaub says, Ox, I finally got a stream. I finished your Honest Hearts DLC. I loved it. Hi from Ohio. Hello, Rebecca. Good to have you on the program. I've been to Ohio, and I can recommend everything but Cincinnati. I take that back. I've had many, many wonderful times in Cincinnati. Jason Van Cleef says, with a wonderful tip, thank you, Jason, says, I loved watching your Fallout series and the explanations and tracking of the stories. I watched tons of them. I owe you this for the hours of fun you provided. Have you ever gone through Neverwinter Nights 2? Awesome story and changes to kingdom management. Thank you very much for the wonderful tip. I have never played Neverwinter Nights 2. And is kingdom management another game? Or is it a game, is Neverwinter Night 2 a game about kingdom management? Okay, that would be interesting. Roman says The Last of Us is console only. Is it? Oh, well, that makes it easy. If I could play console games, I'd play Red Dead Redemption 2. Mark says, Ox, Witcher 3, it is the greatest game by a mile. An interesting game, but also a fantasy game, and I'm not terribly into fantasy games at this point. Frosty Dog says, what's your favorite item on the shelf behind you? Oh, I can't pick. I like them all. Sorry, I can't pick. They're all great. Rusky says stream 2077 on, and then he says the name of an adult website. I don't know. Probably not. I think I'll probably... You know, I couldn't promote my streams, right? If I did that, I couldn't hop on Twitter and say, hey, everybody, I'm live on adult streaming site X. XX. Here's the link. I don't think I could do that. And I don't think people come to those kind of websites for live streams of Cyberpunk 2077. So I probably wouldn't gain anything by doing that. But it is always an option. It's always an option. Well, Frosty, I think that Pip-Boy is one of my favorites because I had it custom made and it lights up and it doesn't look 3D printed. The quality was just great. Red Rocket says, hey, Oxhorn, love your channel. Watch more of your channel per week than network TV. Take that, corporate America. P.S. What about Wasteland 2? Maybe. The problem is I like a very specific kind of game. See, this is the thing. You're all making such great suggestions, and I keep shooting you down. I feel bad. But I like a very specific kind of game, and that's a first-person, three-dimensional world RPG, open-world sort of game. I'm covering Fallout 1 and 2 because I want to know those stories, because I've already been invested in the other Fallouts, and I want to learn what I missed in those games. But gameplay where you've got like a god view down on the battlefield or whatever, I don't really typically play those kinds of games. So, and I know that Wasteland 2 is like that, right? So I don't think that's the kind of game I want to put on my program. Mark Eric Lane with a couple of tips. Thank you very much, Mark. I appreciate it. Okay. He was joking. Was he joking about the adult site? Okay. I get it. Thank you, Rusky. Well, I mean, you say that it's a joke, but there are lots of YouTubers who are seriously contemplating putting their content on adult sites because of YouTube's horrible policies. Because YouTube is demonetizing them for no reason, or turning off their entire comment section on their videos for weird reasons. Like, YouTube has become so unpredictable that there are many people who are sort of, going to these adult sites because it's their last option. So you say it's a joke, but I took it seriously because there are a lot of people doing that. I don't think I ever would. I think I would just quit at that point. The great and powerful Trixie says, you ever think about making lore videos for fan-made content of Fallout, like mods in the books? I have done a lot of videos about mods. I've done hundreds of mod videos. So if you go to my channel, I have an entire playlist of mod videos. I don't typically cover a lot of mods these days because I'm just inundated with so much other content. But I don't usually cover books or fan stories, fan fiction, or fan DLCs, things like that. I may cover them in the future, but for the moment, I'm just focusing on my own content. Original Fallout 2 PC says, Hola, ¿cómo estás? I'm doing well. He says, I found your channel through a friend. I like your Fallout videos. Keep it up. Thank you very much. You have a good taste in friends. And then Roman says, you might want to try Deus Ex. It's an FPS RPG with lots of reading and social philosophical topics. Yeah. I've had that one recommended to me a lot. I may want to try that. You all have given me great suggestions. Let's go kill some Nazis. All right? Hey. Okay, and before I show you my screen, I gotta get your chat up on this computer. I should have done that before I began the broadcast, but I forgot. Where is it? There it is. Being Human, says Yeti Smith, another one that I've heard great things about. Man, there are so many great games. There are so many great games. How do you choose? All right, here we go. Oh, no. There we are. All right, let me move my ashtray around here. PK Jester says, what about Days Gone, the new open world first-person zombie survival game coming out in April? This is the first I've heard of it. But I love open world. I love first-person. I love shooter. Zombies? Zombies have never been my favorite villain in video games. Can I say that? I don't know. Zombies just feel a little boring. Maybe they're a bit overdone. But it's definitely worth looking into. Okay, let's continue. Pick up right where we left off. Father O'Malley says, big enough ashtray there, Ox? Yeah, well, look, I was using a really nice classic-looking ashtray for a while, but I found that I had to dump it all the time. Like, I was filling it up really quickly. And then a spark of genius. Don't want to empty the ashtray. Bigger ashtray. So I got a nice big ashtray. Now I only have to dump it once a week. Feeling pretty smart. Where did we leave off? Oh.
Blazkowicz, your target, Uber Commander Klaus Klinger, is somewhere inside the bunker. Get down there and erase that motherfucker. Grace out.
Oh, I don't think I want to do this right now. That's right. I remember now. I had failed on a weird mission. Well, doggone it. Let's just do it. We're here. Let's just do it. Okay, but I'm not going to linger. What was that stomp? Did you see that? He had a little war stomp. Okay, I want to get in and out. Oh! Woo! right. I got too hasty. Too hasty.
Blazkowicz, your target, Uber Commander Klaus Klinger, is somewhere inside the bunker. Get down there and erase that motherfucker. Grace out.
Okay. Roman says, if I may help you with the choice, if you won't love Firewatch after you've finished, I'll send you a bottle of Glenfiddich. I'm dead serious. Well, that's extremely kind. I don't know. I mean, I need to do some research on all of these wonderful options that you've given me. All right, let's go get that big guy. Okay, so if I remember correctly, there's some sort of gadget that I get for exploring this level, and I hope that I can use it on other levels as well. Then when done, we get the Enigma code, we can continue on with the primary plot. Whoopsie daisy. Those guys were big. They were very big. Okay. Those were very big guys. And they ate through all my armor. Let's save. slowing me down. Trying to remember the way. There we go. That's a good sign. Ah! Not one of those big guys again. Okay. Okay. Overkill. Ah! Alright, there was a part where I had to slip under something. You should check Kingdom Come, Oxhorn. Kingdom Come Deliverance, eh? Something I will have to consider. Oh, okay, he's dead. And I got an Enigma code. Fantastic. Jonathan said, any chance for a collab between the one, the only ESO? I am always down for a collaboration. I don't have any planned, and I'm quite happy doing my own thing, but I always love to meet new people and make new friends. Okay, which one of these had what I need? No, it's too big. Oh dear. Another one? Oh my god. Why is it so much harder this time? It's not very effective. Okay, I gotta find this doggone Nazi officer again. Then I'll save after I do. There we go. Hello. Oh, and I don't even need it. Does this game have plot? It does. I feel bad that we're starting the stream right in the middle of a mission. But if I can get through this quickly, then we can get back to the story. Just for good measure. Wow. Has Ox found the constrictor harness yet? I found it in my last attempt at this, but not in this one. I feel like I've done this before. There! Got it! The constrictor harness. Unavailable? I finally figured out how to do it and it's unavailable. Guess I have to clear the level first. Where are they? This is where I came from, according to the bodies. Here we go. This is where I died last time.
Yeah, smooth work, Blast.
Oh, that's it. Return home.
Go ahead.
Okay. We got it, finally. Now to continue with the mission. Where's my teeth?
Oh, William, I wish we could spend some time alone, but we're so close to New Orleans. I just hope it's not too late.
Me too.
Grace! Grace!
This motherfucker, don't waste Abby or I'll break your idiot neck.
I got you the New Orleans dossier.
I'm sorry. It's just that it took me hours to put her down. Okay, let's roll.
In other news, the Minister of Public Security, General Engel, has resolved to clean up the streets of America from, quote, all criminal and terrorist elements.
Der Terroranschlag auf Roswell war ein Weckruf für das amerikanische Volk. Wir sind leider nicht so sicher, wie wir glauben.
Later tonight, we interview Lady Helene herself about the upcoming movie, the most expensive in cinematic history, chronicling the hunt and capture of Terror Billy. We will ask director Lady Helene the most pressing question of all. Who will play Terror Billy? Can any actor truly channel the pure evil of one of history's greatest mass murderers?
The helm. 5 minutes? My brothers and sisters. For a long time, I heard through the grapevine about this resistance leader named Horton.
Horton?
Horton.
Ton.
Yeah?
Windowsill. Umbrella. Horton.
Horton and his crew are holed up in the New Orleans ghetto. Now, this man has important connections to the remaining fragments of resistance all over the
No
U.S.
Scotch
So
tonight?
Blazkowicz, I need you to go in there and recruit this man to our cause, you dig? Now, it ain't gonna be easy. The Nazis built this great fucking wall around New Orleans. Heavily armed guard towers, and the coastline is riddled with mines. Impossible for the U-boat to navigate. But you know what? Fuck them. Because we got something else.
Whoa!
I'm sorry. Did you need this boat?
She's really excited
Yes,
about
motherfucker.
Scrabble.
Hey.
They were playing a game of Scrabble and she
Anya,
was
tell me
winning.
what to shoot, Grace. You and Wyatt will break into the East Perimeter Security Tower located there in Lake Bourne. Deactivate the mines obstructing the channel to Lake Pontchartrain. Then, we sail this boat into the city and bring all surviving souls on board.
Oh, come on, Wyatt. Ooh, Anna, come on, chill.
Hey, little. What are you doing here? It's dangerous here. You have to be so quiet. We gotta go.
Yes,
New Orleans is counting on us, my brothers and sisters.
that was great. Only Wolfenstein, man. I'm so glad I chose Wyatt right now. So glad. Okay, Louisiana. Hope we don't get eaten by the Crocs. Goodness, what did they do?
Blazkowicz,
Yeah.
I need you to make it to the other side of the Great Wall. Look for any kind of opening that will grant you passage to the inside of the wall.
Enter the Great Wall. Okay.
Christ, Captain. Not much sign of civilian life from up here. I hope we're not too late.
Oh, come on. I can break through steel walls, but I can't break through that one. Okay. Looking for lore. Hope the rest of my crew can hang tight while I explore the place. Ice cream stand. Ice cream selection. Golly. This is New Orleans? Oh, okay. That's where I need to go. Fine. I'll go that way in a minute. I want to explore first. Here we go. Joy's letter, May 29th, 1951. Jonas, I'm just about fuming right now. Had a visit from a Reich representative yesterday. Old Roger's son, Bucky, remember him? That boy joined up quick after the Germans took over. Anyway, he told me they would be claiming all of my farm for the Reich. Can you believe it, brother? All of my beautiful alligators. They'll be gone before the end of summer. They tell me, and there ain't nothing I can do about it. Frankly, I'm at a wit's end here. They won't listen to me. These alligators, they're all I have in this life, for God's sake. Listen, buddy, can I come stay with you for a while up in Washington? I know things haven't been right between us since Pa died, but the past is the past. Maybe there's a chance I can get my business back again, if I can just go and talk to the right people in Washington. Or maybe you can help me out. I know you have money from that shop business of yours. They won't do anything to New Orleans, will they? Right soon, brother. Joy. Oh, her precious alligators. Oh. I guess that means we're gonna find alligators. Uh-oh. Oh, but we remember that already. Celebrating our troopers. Jimmy's postcard, July 1946. I hope you're proud of me now, Papa. Tomorrow we ship off to Scotland for the big fight. I'll do my duty to protect this great country for you and Mama. When I get back, I hope you can look me in the eye and call me a man. Jimmy. Well, I wonder if he ever got back. Ooh, Crocs on a spit. Or on a steak. Hello. Whoops. I wasn't even done exploring either. Don't feed the animals. Oh, I can't go back there? Oh, come on. Here we go. Ooh, it's dark in here. Hello, lore. Oh, I got a record. And it looks like that's it. A mobile cigarette trolley. And we're back at the beginning. I should have just followed the quest marker. It would have led me there safely. Ox, how's your day doing? It's doing well. OP Dark says, Ox, I'm a big fan. Well, I'm glad you're here. I don't mean to always go for that, but it ends up that way sometimes. Enter the ghetto. gosh. Ah! Terror Billy's execution, highest rated TV hour in history. The 30th of July 1961 Berlin, the televised execution of William Blazkowicz was the highest rated hour in TV history, with millions of viewers around the globe. The world, and especially the American territories, drew a collective sigh of relief as Terror Billy met his just end by the swift blade of General Engel. The trial and death of the world's most evil terrorist marks the end of a period of wanton violence and the beginning of the Reich's 1,000 years of peace. They really think they're Rome, don't they? Our beloved Führer has announced that the day of Terror Billy's execution will be a national holiday called Justice Day. This will be a day of remembrance dedicated to everyone we have lost to the heinous crimes of agents of chaos just like William J. Blazkowicz, said the Führer. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. Ah, okay. Whew. Terror Billy's back. Is this not the way I'm supposed to go? I guess not. Well, shoot, I'm boned. Whoo! Got the officer. Okay, well, if this is not where I'm supposed to go, let's backtrack. Man, that officer was stomping around proud as a lion. I really like this sniper rifle. Okay, so I must have to go down here. Almost sounded like I was at a pool for a minute there. Sweet, so I upgraded my map, that's fine. I'll look at it when I really feel lost. Hey-oh. What do we got here? Squeeze on through. Yeah. Man, I skipped by all of this when I ran by. Well, I'm glad it made me come back here. Okay, any notes on the ground? Any more lore I can get? Hey! An upgrade kit! Alright, what do I want to upgrade? Upgraded my pistol. Upgraded my Sturmgewehr. Okay, so I've got my machine gun. Upgraded my shock hammer. The diesel craft work, it's okay. I don't really need... I don't use hand grenades at all. This thing's cool, but it's really situational. So let's just go to my good old Massengee pistol. Drum magazine or integral suppressor. Yeah! Sweet! Which one is it? I keep forgetting the numbers. No, those are all my heavy weapons. Oh, 7. That's my pistol. This is my... Ah, there it is. But this is still my favorite. Okay, that's where I came from. Let's continue onward. Wait, or is this where I came from? No, I came from there. Yeah, that was the dead end. So that means I can go up here to this side, right? And nothing over here. Well, I guess that means I gotta go up.
Blazkowicz, head for the old American Bank building. That's where Horton and his group should be holed up. Find them. Persuade them to join our cause.
Oh, dear.
The American Bank. What's $1 worth these days?
What? Oh my gosh. Okay. How am I going to survive this drop? Or is there a more clever way that I'm just not seeing? Oh, water! I should have dropped into the water. Would have been good. Nope, nothing. Okay. Golly. Well, that was bad decision making all around. And more of it. Okay. Let's grab some of this armor. At least there's no officer. Okay, well, let's finish exploring this building. Holy moly, look at the carnage. Got through it somehow. Wish I had a light. So, are we arriving while the Nazis are on a raid or something? And we're trying to save them? Because I'm hearing...
Today is the inspection day.
That's right.
Inspection teams on behalf of the Ministry of Health are working in the area for your safety. Stay calm and do as you are told. You will receive food and water after the inspection. Have a nice day.
Yeah, based on the screams, I'm thinking that's probably not accurate. Okay, so there's a gun thing over here. I don't think I really need. I think I got all the secrets in there. Let's continue out. Though I do kind of want to see what's on the other side of the street over. Yeah, look at this. All of these civilians. So the Nazis are coming through and just basically genocide.
Inspection day is here. Officers will inspect you for lice and disease symptoms on behalf of the Ministry of Health. This is for your own benefit. Please comply with the officers or you will receive free food and water. Have a nice day.
Let's see what's upstairs.
Detainees, this is inspection day. Do not attempt to resist inspection.
Resistance fighters note. You're not taking me alive, you evil Nazi fancy people. If there is a hell, you will roast in Satan's fire spit for all eternity. You pathetic assholes. Screw you. T. The note is stained with blotches of blood.
This is a service for your own safety, provided by the Ministry
Well, there he
of
probably
Health.
is.
Everyone who complies with the inspection officer's instructions will receive food and water. Have a nice day.
Right. Down we go.
Detainees, inspection day is on the way. Do not be alarmed by the inspection patrols in the area. This is a normal routine provided by the Ministry of Health to guarantee your health and safety. Comply with the inspection officers, and you will be rewarded with food and water. Have a nice day.
Okay. Ah.
Detainees.
The Star Spangled Daily. Oh, is that the new territorial flag? Oh, gosh. 5th of May, 1952, Washington. Following a glamorous inauguration ceremony yesterday, the Great Wall of New Orleans was officially opened. Many famous generals, celebrities, and ministers of the regime attended the audience. This wall is a protection for ordinary citizens of the American territories, said the head architect Sebastian Williamson during his inauguration speech, which received a rousing standing ovation from the audience. To keep the virus of terror and malice away from the public so everyone can carry on with their lives in peace, knowing that we are building a better future for us and the greater Reich.
Today is the inspection day. Inspection teams on behalf of the Ministry of Health are working in the area for your safety. Stay calm and do as you are told. You will receive food and water after the inspection. Have a nice day.
Thanks for lining up, guys. That couldn't have played out better. They all just lined right up where they were supposed to go. And this is a dead end.
Detainees, today is the inspection day. Inspection teams on behalf of the Ministry of Health are working in the area for your safety. Stay calm and do as you are told. You will receive food and water after the inspection.
Where is that doggone megaphone? Wow. That's a dead end. Is that a dead end? No, that's where I need to go. So it's just...
The big easy. Can't undo your tragedy. But I can punish the people responsible.
Detainees, inspection day is here. Officers will inspect you for lice and disease symptoms on behalf of the Ministry of Health. This is for your own benefit. Please comply with the... You will receive free food and water. Have a nice day. Detainees, inspection day is on the way. Do not be alarmed by the inspection patrols in the area. This is a normal routine provided by the Ministry of Health to guarantee
Looks like I got a shortcut through this building.
Comply with the inspection officers, and you will be rewarded with food and water.
Oh, I missed an execution! Oh, no, I missed an execution. Could I have saved them? Is that even possible?
Detainees, inspection day is on the way. Do not be alarmed by the inspection patrols in the area.
Is there even a good ending? Hey, what's this?
Ministry of Health to guarantee your health and safety. Comply with the inspection officers. You will be rewarded.
I like the compression harness. I really do.
Have a nice day.
Now I want to get the other one that lets me jump up really tall. What have I found here? Some sort of workshop. An auto repair shop. Star card. Yes, another upgrade kit. Man, I'm just getting through all of them, aren't I? Let's do the drum magazine. Nail gun, integral suppressor, and a drum magazine. That's right, I do have a suppressor on this sucker now, so I don't even need my pistol if this thing is silenced. Of course, I'm going to go through a heck of a lot of ammunition pretty quickly, but thankfully it's plentiful. Could you imagine power armor in this game? Well, we kind of had it at the very beginning. We lost it, sadly. Okay. I guess it's up. Now to try out this integral suppressor. Okay, there's one to the left. No, they're both to the left. One is only 22 away, one is 32. What was that? He's running. He's getting further from me. Where'd he go? He went down.
Achtung, Männer!
They all came downstairs and funneled in that nice little corridor, making it pretty easy for me to snipe them all off. Can't say I'm disappointed.
Gotta get across to the other side. Maybe I can make use of that overhead crane.
Cool. Thanks for the tip, Laskowitz. All right, any... Let me go upstairs one just to make sure I'm not missing any secrets. Nope, doesn't look that way. Or I could go this way. Yeah. No, it's a dead end. So I have to go use that crane. Okay. Back down we go. No notes. What's down there? Have I been down there? Let's see. Nope, no secrets marked down here, so I'm not going to worry about it. To the crane. Oh, the door's on the other side. Oh, come on, how do I get in there? Ah! Compression harness is great. Okay. Let's power up the crane. Oh,
All right, Crane. Up and running.
gotcha. All right. What's it doing?
William, we are moving on from the tower now. Mines are disabled. Wyatt is scouting ahead. Just had a big fight with the Nazis. Barely made it. William? Don't know if this is normal, but I think the pregnancy is making me a little, you know, excited. Oh God, is everyone listening in on this frequency?
Yes.
Yes.
Max Hoss.
Max Haas. Okay. Well, Max got an education. No! Oh, there we go. Oop, looks like we got to do a run and jump. See what's down here first. Oh, maybe we don't. Or maybe there's a secret up there. Okay. Ouch. Okay, gotta get a good steam going here. All right, I don't think I can do it. Down we go. All right, get to the... Doggone it. The jig is up. Okay. Think we're safe. Star card. Oh, there's a little secret up there. Gotta find a way.
Trapped. Looks like I gotta blast my way out.
So there's something down there. Okay. It was a new concept. Okay, well, I think I know how to do this. I did it. Okay. Anything else before I hop down? Don't think so. Oh, I can go up. Or I can go up. Oh. Okay, well, they weren't there a minute ago. I hop right down into the middle of it. Oh, okay. Yee-hoo. Man. Oh, this is high octane. Who's shouting at me?
Sounds like someone is putting up a fight.
Good for them. Just hope we can arrive in time. All these dead bodies. Gold! I say as I stop to pick up gold and look at star cards. I'm certainly not as worried about these poor people being killed by the Nazis to stop my Fallout looting habits. Those are with me to stay. What? Ah, no, not that guy again. Loot, loot. I need some ammunition. Okay, I can do that. Let me take a look at you too. Standing on a balcony with a megaphone? What, are you suicidal? Gosh, this guy, he just wants to die. Well, hope he's not too disappointed that we stopped that. Oh, this is the hard part. I kill Nazis, fine, but climbing ladders? Oh, that's the hard part for Oxhorn. Of course. I'm doing everything up to equipping multiple weapons, but I can't. Here we go.
Go on, son. Take my hand.
Let me introduce myself. You may have seen me on the television.
You a preacher?
No, this? Lord, I picked these rags up off the streets. Name's Horton.
William J. Blazkowicz.
Blazkowicz. Terror-belly hellfire, son. Ain't you supposed to be dead?
I recovered.
Well, terror-belly don't mean to be rude, but what's your business around these parts, apart from saving our sorry asses?
I'm with the Cry-South Circle. We're starting a revolution.
Are you now? Now this here's the last remaining haven for the cancerous growth of independent free thinkers, spreading all over the South and yonder. Oh, we be the outcast, the poor. Well, everyone who ain't part of the American goddamn bourgeois. That man right there, getting himself a drink, that's my old-timer friend Paris Jack. Paris Jack is a brawler, a cutter, a true believing anarchist, and a hell of a clair on that player, ain't that right, Paris?
Don't like to toot my own horn, except literally.
Streets are quiet, Horton. Nobody's... Wait. Yes, streets are quiet.
I like this lady already.
Professor, she got them eyes, can see a speck of dirt in a cow's ass off 100 yards. I tell you, them goddamn Nazi sumbitches coming here, we gonna shoot their asses out, I tell you what. Going out in a blaze of glory, hallelujah!
You got a lot of good people here. You should join us. We could always use more good people.
How you reckon to start this revolution of yours, Terror-Billy?
Terror-Billy?
Holy shit, it's him.
Didn't that Nazi bitch kill you?
Seems our friend here kinda told St. Pete to go fuck himself.
He's with the Cry-South Circle, a walking legend.
I know who he is. Oh, damn it. Here they come. Paris, I'm feeling a little jittery. Do you mind taking the edge off?
Let me see what I can do about that.
You know, my ma always said, never trust a man can't handle his whiskey. So you sit right down, say Terror-Billy, and drink up.
Ugh. What in the world the fuck is this shit?
Old Horton special.
Oh, goddamn.
Now listen, Terror-Billy, I respect your ambition. But there's nothing can be done no more. The world has sank into the crapper, and all we can do now is drink this whiskey and watch the vortex suck it all down.
Didn't expect your belly to be quite so yellow.
We've been fighting for a revolution since long before them Nazis came here. We were the first to start building a civil rights movement to advocate equality for everyone. You know the concept of civil rights, Terror-Billy? No, you don't. You're just a jarhead, ain't you?
I laid my life on the line for freedom, justice, and the American way, while you and your bohemian friends were passing out Bolshevik propaganda and opposing the draft on every street corner. What good is your fucking equality? You can't muster the backbone to stick up for your people while the coyote's scratching at your front door.
We stood up against the imperialist war machine in the United States of America and the greedy money men of Wall Street who was itching to send the children of the proletariat off to die in foreign lands so that they could be filling their coffers. It weren't their sons bleeding on the beaches. No, they drafted people like you for their dirty work while they was watching the dollars roll in. You're the pawn, the patsy of cantankerous men in marble mansions. Well, I see through that shit and decided not to be a party to it.
And yet here you are, guns in hand, shooting Nazis, just like me. Difference is you come late to the party. Perhaps your kind had gotten their asses in gear, we'd have won the war.
Don't spill that shit on the table, Hort, and they'll lead right through it.
This'll get drunk there, Billy, you upstanding lackey of the establishment, G.
Listen, pal, I ain't got time for your horse shit. You gotta make the call. Give up and die or step the fuck up.
I ain't wanting to argue with you, Terror, Billy. I'm too tired to fight.
You tired? Man, fuck you. I got kids on the way. And I'll be damned if I'm gonna raise them in a world run by these Nazi assholes. So what's it gonna be? You hillbilly, degenerate moonshiner, Bolshevik cowards, goddamn traitors.
Blaskowitz!
Oh, Lord, ain't never seen a man remain coherent after more than one shot old Holden special. I like you, Billy. Like your gumption. All right, let's start this revolution. Hit it! Parrot's been working on this puppy for over a month now.
Hot damn. How'd you tame it?
Pop the hood, pull some wires, not about it.
He's a quick learner, Paris. Always figures out what's what.
So, what's your plan?
You're gonna ride it, cowboy. Yes, sir. You're gonna ride on out there, draw off the Nazi fire, while we make our way down to the harbor with all those who survived the purge.
Gotcha.
All hinges on that boat of yours showing up.
It'll be there.
Oh, easy now, easy. There you go. Just mind the temper.
Horton, you better get up here. Nazis swarming in like flies on shit.
Check. All set, Terror, Billy. Now get!
Okay, I want to have been in the reading room where they were shooting around ideas for this game, and they're like, no, wait. I got it. Let's make a big metal cat, and we'll put Blaskowitz on it like he's riding a Bronco. That's good. No, but here's what's really good. Let's tear the head of a cat off of the cat and put it on a monkey. That's great. No. You thought that was great. Let's tear the head off of our main character and put it on a robot. Hey, you guys don't even know what you're talking about. Let's have Jewish magic that can make things float in the sky and create all sorts of wonderful technology. Brilliant. Let's put it all in the game. These guys are great. All right. I got a new tutorial here. Panzerhund. Oh, yes. The Panzerhund uses the same controller configuration as regular movement. Press left click to fire the Panzerhund flamethrower. Press left control to climb off the Panzerhund. Okay, so that's it.
Let's see what this puppy can do.
Oh, that's bigger than me. That's bigger than me. Who needs a flashlight? Oh, okay, that was smart. Let's just jump right down in front. I like how the guys were sitting there Well, we're cowards. We're tired of fighting. We're gonna drink ourselves to death and just let them kill us. Oh, you convinced me, Blazkowicz. I just so happen to have a giant metal cat tank. Cool. David says, evening, what are we streaming after Exodus? I think I'm going to do some Fallout 76 tomorrow, and then we'll figure it out from there. Charles says, preach it, Hux. Thank you. There were some people who tried to warn me off this game, saying that it was too political, but doggone it, I'm having a blast with this game. So far, it's my favorite Wolfenstein. I'm really glad I played it. Okay, we cleared this, I guess. Where do we go? That way. I was already there. I love that I'm collecting armor as I come down here. Does this ever run out of fuel? I hope not. I don't want it to ever end. Oh, it's beautiful. It's so ridiculous, but I love it. I got a headshot kill for that one. Okay. I'll take it. Doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Oh, we got a sniper. Nice laser sight there, my friend. Did I get him? I think so. I think they're dead. Nazi sharpshooters. Okay, I'm getting low on, There's that officer. He's done.
Dog, you've been a good friend, but now you're just too damn big.
Woo! Well. Nail gun. Okay, that leads back there, so I need to go the other way. Oh, that's it? No.
Anya. Come in, Anya. Do you read?
William, I read you.
What's happening? You okay there, darling?
I'm doing... fine. I'm trying to regroup with Wyatt. I've contacted Grace. The U-boat is on its way in, and we are on our way to Lakeview District.
Well, listen, don't do anything reckless. And you stay safe.
I'll be fine. Anya out.
Horton, what's your status?
Rounding up the last of the people and fixing to leave.
Now make your way to the Lakeview District. Bring everyone. We're getting a ride out of here.
Well, Billy, that might be a fine idea in theory, but I reckon all them Nazis between here and yonder might slow us down, dearly.
Wager I can get their attention.
Well, I hate to do it, but I've been broadcasting for an hour and a half now.
Next stop, Lakeview District.
And I need to get some sleep in time for tomorrow's live stream. If I don't go to bed now, I'm going to be late to the live stream tomorrow, I can tell you that. So, nail gun. What was it? It was a nail gun. I'm shooting fire hot nails. That's what it is. Anyway, thanks for joining me on this week's episode of Scotch and Smoke Rings. I had a really good time once we finally got out of that that one mission that we were at. But we'll pick up right here where we leave off next week. Same Ox time, same Ox channel. Tomorrow, new video on the flamethrower, the new heavy flamer from the Creation Club for Fallout 4. And at 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to do a live stream of Fallout 76 and go to a few places that we haven't been to before, as well as explore the TNT Dome, which I'm told had a few new things open up. So some surprises there. Then on Saturday, I'm hoping for a video on Fallout on the Shroud Manor for the Creation Club, and then on Sunday, a video on Fallout 2. That's the plan. So stay tuned for all of that. Thanks again for coming, and I will see you all very soon. Have a good night.